righty, well, ho, chaps and chabbits, Game Chap and Bertie here.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, fellows, and I dare say we are now discussing here the top 5 missing features in the 3DS version of Super Mario Maker from the Wii U version.
Okay, so we got on the one hand the Wii U version, on the other hand the 3DS version.
Yes.
But we're saying there's some missing features here.
Well, indeed there are. You see, the first thing I've noticed with the 3DS version is there are no mystery mushrooms in that version.
Right, so when you say mystery mushrooms, you're talking about the, they get these mushrooms and they can change into something else, yes?
That's right, the amiibo costume mushrooms, as it were. Okay, so you can't actually use those to transform Mario into characters like Sonic, Peach, and other various characters on the Super Mario Bros. 3 theme in the 3DS version. That was something you could do in the Wii U version, and still can.
Ah, right, so for those of you taking notes, what's the difference? There's the first one. Mystery mushrooms out.
Okay, so I think personally mystery mushrooms are a very important part of Super Mario Maker because they allow you to make courses based around a theme. For example, Princess Peach's holiday, Sonic goes skiing, all this kind of thing. You can make courses based on, if you will, a whole new theme inside the Mario universe. But that's not something you can do on the 3DS version.
So do they have sort of unique properties that they do, in those costumes?
Not really, but they always, of course, do have that little sound they make. For example, when you press up on the D-pad, they'll appeal to the screen and I don't know, raise their hand or something and make their character specific sound. It's quite a fun little feature, and of course you could always unlock those mystery mushrooms by completing the 100 Mario challenge on the Wii U version, which you can't do on the 3DS one either.
Right, so let's whip that out then.
Well, indeed. And of course, we move on here to the second thing missing, that is course search filters. You won't be able to go onto the 3DS, for example, and type in, I want to see all courses that include Yoshi, or I want to see courses that are automatic, etc. and so forth. You can't do that on the 3DS one. You can only actually use preset methods, for example, the 100 Mario challenge or the top-rated courses.
Okay, so they've taken the sort of community thing out of it then, haven't they? A little bit, in the terms of you can't just go on, as you say, and just search for something and say, I want to see courses about this Mario standing on his head or whatever. You can't do that anymore. Or not on the 3DS one, anyway.
No, and I think an important part of Super Mario Maker is that you're going to this game to play courses based on a theme that you'd like to see. Okay? I mean, sometimes you'll just go there and say, well, show me anything. But many times you want to say, let's have a look at some automatic courses, or I want to hear some music courses, or I think I'd like to try some puzzle courses. Now, that's not something you're going to be able to do on the 3DS version, but you can do that on the Wii U version.
Ah, okay, so they've kicked that out too?
Yes, I to be honest, I don't really know why they're taking these features out of the mobile version, but there you go. So we have also the ability to upload courses online. Is something that has been removed from the 3DS version.
Well, hang on, upload courses online. I mean, that's quite a fun part, isn't it? Of the whole Mario Maker on the Wii U thing.
Isn't that the whole point of the game?
Well, you sort of make your own course. When you feel good about it, you say, I'll upload this to the internet, and everyone can sort of look at it, and then I feel good, yes?
Yes, so basically
That's good.
What Nintendo is saying is that you can play courses on the Mario Maker 3DS version, and you can actually share them locally with your local friends on local wireless, for example in the same room as you, but you can't actually upload them to the internet. So effectively, the whole purpose of the game, really the focus is shifted away from making Mario courses to actually playing Mario courses, because no one else can play the courses you make.
I got confused when you said that.
They should call it Super Mario Player.
Super Mario Player. You could do. So they're taking that away. It's only the local yokel things now.
The local yokels. That's right. And of course, also, if that wasn't enough, there's another feature missing from the 3DS version. You can't play all Wii U stages on the 3DS version.
All Wii U stages they're not playable.
No, and of course, the reason for that will undoubtedly be because some Wii U stages use things like the mystery mushrooms, which just aren't available on the 3DS. So that means many of your favourite courses on the Wii U version, you won't be able to even play them, let alone find them on the 3DS.
Well, yes, and the nunchuck and things like that.
The nunchuck?
Yeah, I'm just mucking about, yes. So yes, what you see, all Wii U stages, they're not playable on there now.
Not all.
Not on the 3DS.
Not all Wii U stages are playable. Okay, that's right. So we have here missing mystery mushrooms, no course search filters, you can't upload courses online, although you can share them locally, and of course you can't play all the Wii U stages. And now there's something else here which we have to consider that's, if you like, missing from the 3DS version, and that is on the Wii U version you have a large area of screen space to make your course, don't you? Of course, you've got quite a large TV there, lots of room to design your course. But
depends how big your telly is. What's in you've got one of those 14-inch black and whites from 19 whatever it was.
You can use the gamepad then, it's okay.
The Stone Age people used to use it.
Anyway, so on the 3DS version, you have a much smaller screen size. Okay, and I think having a large screen is really important when you're making a Super Mario Maker course. The shrunk, if you will, or reduced screen size will make it undoubtedly more difficult to actually make those courses.
No doubt about it, yes indeed. I mean, making a course on Mario Maker is difficult enough as it is.
Well, it can be fiddly if you don't know the controls. Yes.
Well, exactly. So now you're going to have to fiddle around and try to do it on a smaller screen. Now, no doubt it's possible, otherwise, they wouldn't have brought the game out, or they wouldn't be bringing the game out.
Yes.
So it must be possible, but no doubt not as easy on the smaller screen.
That's right. Maybe Nintendo think, well, if people make courses on this small screen, we're going to have a lot of low-quality submissions because it's harder to make courses on there. It's going to encourage people to be sloppy or lazy in course design, and we don't really want to allow all those courses onto our servers. I mean, if you think about it, why on earth would they say we don't want to allow 3DS users to upload courses? It's not like they can't upload them. I'm sure it's physically possible, so there must be a design reason for that. Perhaps the 3DS version has to have some restrictions. For example, I can understand that the graphics on the 3DS version aren't as good as the ones on the Wii U, and I can also kind of understand, of course, the lack of screen space because it's just physically smaller. They can't make the screen wider, but I would say this. How about, for example, bringing out Mario Maker on the new NX platform, which is apparently going to have quite a wide screen that you can then take with you on the move and design courses on the go. And I think you have to ask yourself, are Nintendo pitching Mario Maker 3DS as a sort of stand-in, tiding us over until we've got Super Mario Maker NX?
Well, maybe yes. I mean, maybe that's just a supposition,
It's
really.
a supposition.
That they could have removed those features.
By the time you're watching this video, it might be already out on NX. I don't know, but
clearly missing features, and
Yes.
they add them on the NX version or whatever.
Exactly. So you have to consider then, the Mario Maker 3DS version is a totally different animal from the Wii U version. This is not the same thing by any means. Yes, it's a chicken instead of a cow. It's very much stripped down, okay? No mystery mushrooms, you can't filter courses, you can't upload the stages you make, you won't have access to all the Wii U stages, and of course, much less room to actually make courses on that small screen.
Okay, so if you're sort of thinking, well, I'll be able to go out now, and when I'm in the car or on the bus, train, or wherever, I don't have to just sit there and think, when I get home I can finish this course, I'll be able to play it on the 3DS. But, in a way, yes, but there's going to be some limits there because there's some missing things.
Yes, but I think you have to just take one further look at this whole thing and say, well, actually, it's not too bad, because you can, as Bertie's just said there, take Super Mario Maker out there with you and actually play randomly chosen courses anytime, anywhere. And that is undoubtedly a big selling point for this game, okay?
Yeah.
You can go to the 100 Mario Challenge on the various modes, you can bring up some fantastic courses, or some not so fantastic courses, depending on what you get, but anyway, you can play random Mario Maker or Mario courses anywhere you are in the world, and for me, that is quite an appealing selling point. I just wonder whether it was necessary to remove all those other things in order to give us that mobile experience.
Well, exactly. I mean, certainly, yes, good point. I mean, was it necessary? Maybe they're saying, well, maybe the customers out there don't care because they'll be able to play it on move, as it were.
Well,
So
exactly. I mean, it depends how people are going to see Mario Maker 3DS. Will they see this as enough of a selling point compared to all those things that aren't present from the Wii U version?
Well, exactly. I was just going to pick up on what I said. They don't care. The thing is, though, if you're used to Mario Maker and you think those features that we've just said are missing actually are part of your game in Mario Maker, then it is going to feel like there's something missing.
It could dissuade you, exactly. So I think we have to consider that. But like I said, if you ask me, at the end of the day, the appeal of having Mario on the go is something that is quite a strong factor or a strong selling point, and I do think a lot of people are going to go for it. I certainly hope so.